Eternal 39 here tonight. We're live at the Southport Sharks. All thanks to LMR. Fighting out of our blue corner on debut tonight and weighing in at 63.5 kilos. Training under Simon Carson at the Absolute MMA gym in Melbourne, Victoria. Give it up for Ben the Hornet Higgins. His opponent in our red corner hit the scales at 63.1 kilos. One fight, one win as an amateur. Training under the best looking coach in Australia, Paul Stoller, at the Southside Arena MMA gym. Please welcome the Wolf, Rafael Vilches.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the B-class amateur featherweight division. Rafael Vilches versus Ben Higgins, scheduled for three-minute rounds. Round one underway. They touch him up to near an eighth and cage side with Jake Anderson.
Southpaw here from Rafael Vilches. Looks to be a rangy fighter, and he knows his range as well. As soon as one's thrown from Higgins, he bobs out of the way perfectly.
Both fighters fighting out of prestigious gyms. Rafael Vilches under the watchful eye of Paul Pasha Stoiler, as Dave Ella said, the best looking coach in the business.
If I coach, mate, I might have to take that mantle from him.
No doubt you will, Jack.
Higgins pressing the action. Up against the cage. They're going to fight for hooks here. Ooh, drop down from Higgins. Going for a single leg in there. It looks pretty deep. Crossface from Vilches. And he bands it to pepper him with strikes. It's just not enough to stop the takedown, though, as Higgins takes the leg away.
Absolutely. You can see the superior grappling game of Ben Higgins here. Absolute MMA, well known for their ground and pound, as Ben Higgins looks to do so here in the first. Rafael Vilches coming off a massive win against Michael Letizia in his last fight via KO with a head kick. So he's looking to do the same tonight. So
tall, so rangy with those long legs. It's such a weapon you've got to be careful of, especially when he goes into this southpaw stance. I have seen him switch, and there we see it. Back orthodox, back to southpaw.
Absolutely.
When they're in the southpaw, you've got to watch the power side from both. So that's going to be left hand for Vilches, right hand for Higgins. And the legs will follow suit as well with the kicks.
For sure, for sure. Watch for Ben Higgins to counter with that right. I was just going to say he's done it. He's done it twice now. Rafael's got to be careful.
Yeah, he's keeping him honest.
As Rafael comes forward, Ben Higgins just slips out of the way just enough. Comes back with that spring-loaded right hand.
If Vilches isn't careful with his range, he's going to eat that right hand. Like you said, it's just sitting there. It's in the barrel. It's ready to go.
Both fighters looking very natural tonight, I tell you. Superior stand-up.
What we're seeing now, we just commented on the right hand of Higgins. Vilches is accounting for it, and he's sitting right out there, and he's waiting to counter the right hand, which is a counter.
He is indeed.
Fantastic fight IQ from these boys. Body lock position. Hooking the leg of Vilches is Higgins. Almost gets a takedown. Such a battle of attrition against the cage. It's so draining.
And people don't understand how grueling this process is. Pummeling for underhooks. It takes it out of you.
It's absolutely horrible, especially being the guy against the cage. It's virtually like being on the ground, but you're standing up. You've got the same pressure. It's just not gravity. It's a man's shoulder driving into you.
Absolutely. End of round number one. And you'd have to think Ben Higgins has done enough so far to win that round, Jack.
Yeah, I think so. If you had to give the nod to someone, so close, but Higgins getting the grappling advantage. He took the fight places where he wanted it to be, where Vilches did not.
Big thanks to our newest sponsor here at Eternal, AB Cranes. If anyone needs a crane, make sure you call AB Cranes, abcranehire.com.au.
Round number two brought to you by AB Cranes, our official sponsors of this bout.
Very interested to see who takes the advantage in this one and who does enough to modify their game to get the better of the other man.
Vilches coming out with some serious aggression Ben Higgins showing some great movement as well.
Higgins looking more poised. Just out of range of the kick. That's beautiful. That's what you want to see. Not so much that you're wasting energy. Right as I say that, he eats a punch. Fires that right hand back that you alluded to in the first round. And again.
And another. Ben Higgins finding a home for that right hand.
Vilches just cannot accommodate for that right hand like he was in the first round. So hard with that right hand where when you're throwing it like a fastball, you don't know if it's going to be a shot or if it's going to be that right hand over the top. Higgins hiding it very well.
Absolutely. And again, you see the counter. You can see the left hand coming down the middle, and he can counter with the right.
Yeah, I think he might have gone to the well a few too many times with the right hand. Big takedown.
Beautiful toss there by Ben Higgins, and he ends up in side control.
If the first round's anything to go by, Ben Higgins will be very comfortable here.
Training out of Absolute MMA, as mentioned earlier. Look forward to seeing one of Ben Higgins' teammates in Sam Hibbard in our co-main event of the evening. Sam will be taking on Michael Tobin. Look forward to that fight, ladies and gentlemen. That is one not to be missed.
Vilches here with the arm trapped under the leg. And he manages to get it back, but he does sacrifice position. Gets his back taken. He's posting up really well here.
Body triangle there by Ben Higgins. Look at him lock it in. And this is not a good spot for Rafael Vilches.
Yeah, Hibbard, he can use that triangle that you alluded to, and he can throw as well, but he turns it around.
Beautiful.
He uses gravity.
Great reversal there by Rafael.
Let's see the guard of Higgins here. Overhook with the left arm of Higgins is going to stifle that offensive game of Rafael Vilches here.
Vilches needs to get that right arm out, and he does so almost. Needs to stand up.
Oh, big shot.
As the instruction is from Pasha Stoiler, and he does so. 20 seconds left in round number 2 as he rocks him with a left hand.
Higgins just eating it like a sandwich.
Spinning back by Ben Higgins.
Oh, Vilches is dropped.
My goodness.
Thunderous punches here from Higgins after that big right hand, and the ref is letting him be a warrior. Whoa!
Down the punches on Rafael Vilches.
Literally saved by the bell.
Very, very close. I tell you what, now we're awake, Jake.
Woo! Literally saved by the bell. Vilches just like a deer in headlights looking at Pasha Stoiler here. When's my birthday? Where am I? Whoa!
Looking to slow down the tempo is Pasha Stoiler. And Big Higgins, you got to say he's up to very, very close to a finish in that round there, Big Jake.
Yeah, absolutely. What a confidence booster. As if he needed it.
My goodness.
All right, this is the last round for these two guys, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make some noise. What a great fight we got.
Back into the action, Southport from Vilches. Ben Higgins in the trusty, reliable orthodox where he can throw that bomb of a right hand from. And a fancy little spinning kick there from Higgins. Why not? Vilches turning it on now. He wants to be the hammer.
Vilches is looking to finish this fight early as he knows Ben Higgins is very dangerous.
Yeah, I think Vilches has just had enough of being that nail. He wants to be the hammer.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Jake, both co-promoters Cam O'Neill and Ben Vickers enjoying the action here tonight as well as the crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. These amateur fighters, they've just always got something to prove. Picking their shots now. The guys have got each other's respect. Higgins, of course, with that really, really dangerous right hand, and Vilches just the range and the flurry that he just put on.
But we know Ben Higgins has that explosive power. The spinning back fist, followed by the left hand in the second round, had Rafael seeing stars. Can he do the same here in the third? Vilches doing a great job at controlling range.
Yeah, it looks like Vilches is just the fresher of the two here. That's the thing about winning fights sometimes. It tires you out. It's not easy. It's not easy to win a fight. The energy expenditure's got to come from somewhere.
Well, we saw it in the fight previous. Matt Gorey down by 2 rounds, managed to finish in the third. Rafael Vilches, you'd have to say, down by 2 rounds, looking to finish in the third. There's a reason we love this sport, Jake.
That's exactly right. One punch. One punch is all it takes.
There are no scripts. This is real fighting at its best.
That's exactly right.
And we're doing it on the best card in Australia here at Eternal 39.
What's a telling sign for the bomb right hand? Everyone does it. Higgins is no exception. Watch his rear foot. He'll plant it back, which is a telling sign that he's going to throw that bomb overhand right. There it is again.
There it is again.
Shades of Cody Garbrandt.
Where's he these days? I hope he doesn't watch it.
Oh, stiff jab there from Vilches.
All right, Eternal, just 30 seconds to go. Come on, let's get it on for these two.
Dave Ella getting behind the crowd here. The crowd getting behind both fighters. They touch him up and say, let's swing to the finish.
Tell you what, if you're Vilches, you've got to be turning it on here. You've got to open up the taps and you've got to let something happen.
10 seconds left. Rafael has to let the hands go if he wants the finish here. Ben Higgins staying calm, staying patient. Throws a wheel kick, followed by the question mark.
Oh, man. He's pulling out everything in the repertoire here.
What a fight, ladies and gentlemen.
Fantastic outing from both boys there. Tell you what, Ben Higgins, it might look like he's got it in the bag here. Such a fantastic showing from him. He showed a lot of what he's got in his resume. Beautiful striking, exciting striking. He's yet to be a fan favourite.
Couldn't agree with you more, Jake. And for the first time this evening since the first fight, we go to the judges' scorecards to a decision. If you were a judge, who would you give it to?
I got to go with Higgins, man. Vilches was on the back foot a lot of the time. He got taken down. He got controlled in the cage. And just a fantastic showing from Higgins.
I couldn't agree with you more. I'd have to give the nod to Ben Higgins. Nonetheless, David Ella has our official decision for what was another action-packed featherweight B-class amateur bout.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a fantastic fight. Please put your hands together for these two guys again. Remembering, too, we're only in the amateur ranks, ladies and gentlemen. What a great display of MMA. As we go to the judges' scorecards after the 3 rounds, we have a split decision. And it goes to the blue corner, Ben Higgins.
A split decision wasn't a surprise, but no surprises with our victorious winner of that fight, Ben Higgins. Jake, you called it.
Yeah, just in my opinion, that was hurtful for Vilches there, giving him that little bit of hope there that it had to be taken away. Nothing wrong with Vilches' performance. He did a fantastic job in there. It was just Ben Higgins' night.
Well, like we said, we are in the amateur ranks. They do not count until you reach the professionals, but this is a learning ground for both fighters. Rafael Vilches moves to 1-1 in his amateur career. Ben Higgins undefeated on debut.